Hello, welcome everybody. This is Roger from Wushu Live, and this is for the World Wushu Championships podcasts, YouTube video series interviews. And today my guest is Nathan Lee. Welcome, Nathan.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for having me.
yeah, so great to see you. Nathan,
So great to see you.
congratulations. Yeah, congratulations for making the USA adult team on the A team, which means you get to
Yeah,
go represent the USA at the World Wushu Championships. Man, amazing.
yeah,
How's
yeah.
it
Such
feel?
a dream. I never knew that I could achieve something like this. Yeah,
Wow.
at the team trials, if you saw me at the team trials, I was like freaking out before I did my Chantren one to because I had an opportunity to get into the team into the spot number 4. So
Mhm.
it was very very scary. Yeah,
Wow. Let's dive all into that stuff. So how old are you now?
I'm 17.
Has it always been decided, yeah, I'm going to try out for the adult team? Like I see even kids trying out
Uh,
sometimes. Yeah.
yeah. So essentially after the junior trials, we went
Mhm.
to Brazil, and then afterwards we had like this kind of break time when we were just experimenting with stuff. And then eventually we heard news about doing the adult team trials, I think 6 months before.
Yeah.
And then we just started like making forms and then trying it out. And then yeah, we've been practicing for a while. Yeah.
Awesome. So it's not like you made your own form 6 months ago, right? You've had it for a while?
Well, it kind of evolved, kind of.
Yeah.
So we did make our forms like a few years ago,
Yeah.
but we had to make some adjustments and just kind of change it a little bit towards the requirements for the team trials.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Can you dive into that more? Like what's different? What did you have to change?
So, like, if you compare my forms from I want to say like Brazil in
Yeah.
Pan America, and then to team trials, they're pretty much very similar. Yeah. So like, when I did the junior team trials, I didn't do 2.0 do. I just did certain tricks that just kind of got me from one corner to the next.
Yeah.
And then now, instead of doing those kinds of tricks, I started introducing more like actual Nandu points so I can get the 2.0 Nandu. And then like Chantren, I restructured my form to make it more interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So just give everyone background. Nathan's actually
Yeah.
in Indonesia right now. So we're just happy it's like 8 a.m. there for him. 6 p.m. for me in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can with our internet, and it's just great having Nathan just spend time with us. Yeah. Did you grow up doing all the elementary routines and compulsory routines, or you've always been kind of freestyle, optional?
Um, I've pretty much been just doing freestyle. Yeah. I've
Nice.
only learned, I think Group B. I learned it like for 1 month only. That was
Wow.
during COVID time. My school, we used to do Zoom meetings. So it's
Hmm.
like Zoom classes. So online, my coach would teach me the B form. So we learned the entire form. We practiced it like full form, maybe like a total of like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
And then eventually we stopped doing it. Yeah.
Wow. That's so
Yeah,
interesting.
the little kids started learning it like for team trials, but yeah, I've never done one of those.
It seems like to me you might not need those routines to do well as an adult. I don't know what's your
Yeah,
take.
so it kind of just depends. Sometimes it's good in a way that you know those forms because you know basics, right?
Mhm.
So basics are a really important part of doing your form, and that's something that I lack sometimes. I think if I were to learn those forms like Group A or no, Group C or Group B,
Mhm.
uh, some of my basic moves would have been much better than they are right now. But
Yeah.
I think in my opinion, you should do it, but you don't have to.
Is there any basics you're like really thinking about, like front slap kick,
Uh,
hammer fist, or?
yeah, so especially like all my slaps and hammers, So like before, couldn't even make any sound with my hammer like this, and my palm used to always be like this.
Mm.
So it's always deduction. So we really had to drill those practices in to kind of fix my form a little bit.
Yeah.
So now it's improved a lot, but it's still not the best.
All right. 17 years old. How long have you trained for?
I think it's coming up to 10 years right now.
10 years. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
10 years of training. Yeah.
Nathan, that is so amazing. Like those 10 years, like most of us are drilling compulsories. Like this, it seems like a waste, but you're like optional. That's great. They want to know how much do you practice per day?
Per day, well, it kind of just depends. So like if there's a team trials or a competition that we're preparing, I'll probably train like 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't really train as much as I'd like because there's like school and then
Hmm.
I have to do stuff for my parents and yeah, so I would love to train more, but I try to fit in as much time as I can to train. And then sometimes when I'm at home, I stretch a little bit, but not as much as I'd like to. I'd like to do more, but yeah.
Yeah. Can you do all the splits? One of the splits, two of them?
Right now I can only do the right split.
Okay. I love the honesty.
The
It's
left
fine.
split, yeah, we're getting towards the left split.
Yeah.
It's like almost or all the way. It's like maybe this much left.
Yeah.
But middle split, oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
the hardest split for me. Yeah, when I was little, I used to do contortion in the Wushu school,
Oh, really?
and I used to be super flexible. Yeah, like
Oh,
every split I could do like without warming up or anything.
yeah.
And then eventually I guess we just started doing Wushu more. So I just kind of stopped doing contortion and then my flexibility went downhill.
Yeah, true. So your parents enrolled you in contortion first?
No, not contortion first. I did like, well, I called myself a hybrid back then. So it's
Mhm.
like wushu and contortion. Yeah,
Okay. So awesome. Let's see. What do you love about Wushu?
I love everything. I like the community, especially when you compete.
Mhm.
Like after team trials, I feel like all of us are a family that are celebrating each other's achievements.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I know there's a lot of people like after I did my Chantron form, a lot of people went up to me and started celebrating with me for the score, and I really felt like everyone was really cheering me on, and I really felt like all of us were together.
Okay, let's dive into team trials. Let's reminisce on what happened. I wasn't able to make it, but I've seen the videos and so tell me like Changchuan most important, right? Like you need to
Yeah.
do well in that to make the team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So walk me through like kind of your mentality before getting on the carpet. What was it like?
So before going to the carpet, I kind of was a little nervous already because, when you're competing, you're always going to be nervous.
Mm.
But I didn't realize that I was like competing for the top four, or I was like one of the technically like finalists for the top four or something like that. So, Chen Zhao from Evergreen,
Yeah.
he kind of made me realize that I was actually I had a chance for being the top four.
Mm.
So after he told me that, I was kind of like stressing out. I was walking around the entire competition area, warming up, and then eventually, like I had like I think like 4 or 5 people tell me to relax and calm down a little bit because
Yeah.
I was visibly like nervous. Yeah, some people even texted me saying like, "Oh, are you okay?" Like I looked pretty stressed out. Yeah. So
So Nathan, yeah,
um
I need to stop you for a sec because I need to rewind.
yeah.
Changchuan wasn't on the first day. Like, did you know?
No,
Because you did.
Chan was the second day.
Okay, so how did you know your top four? Because your Daoshu was awesome.
Oh no, my staff was
Okay,
good. Yeah.
nice.
So Dashu the first day, so it was Dashu for day one for me,
Mhm,
and then the
mhm.
rest of my form the other day. So Dashu was not so good. Yeah, I think so. I had some spacing problems,
Yeah.
so I got a few deductions from spacing. So it wasn't too high of a score, and then I had to adjust it the next day. So I was able to kind of map out my form and make sure that I was able to use the space properly.
Okay. Why would you
Yeah.
get deduction for spacing? What are you thinking about
So
there?
some of the moves that in like especially in my third section, starting my fourth section,
Hmm.
I'm very, 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 very close to the edge.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, when I'm there and I have to do a spin for one of the required moves, I thought that I was gonna step out. So I did like a little, not like a jump, but my butt went up like this,
Hmm.
and I kind of lost balance a little bit, and then yeah,
Oh, okay.
it I got deducted there, and then I think for my Nandu as well. Yeah, some of
Yeah.
them were kind of low, and the landing was not too steady.
Okay. Gotcha. Thanks
Yeah,
for
but
being
it
honest.
felt
Yeah.
like an off day for yeah, it felt like an off day for me, and
Hmm.
I think some of the athletes like in my school too, it was an off day for us.
Yeah.
But we kind of brought back our mentality the next day, and then just fought on.
Okay. So staff went awesome. And that kind of,
Yeah,
I don't know what your score was, 9.3 maybe, like
I
top,
think it
very high
was
score.
9.5 something. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Amazing. Some of us would dream for nines. Good job, Nate. That's so awesome. Yeah. Okay, so you're like 9.5, and then now it's Changchun. That's why people are like texting you, talking to you, everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you're on the carpet super nervous, or you're able to calm down?
So before, like the guy that went before me, I was pretty nervous. I was like drinking a lot of water. My hands like if you saw me standing, like like when before you're going, you put your hands down and you kind of relax a little bit. My
Mhm.
hands was shaking like this.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was shaking. Yeah, but as soon as I started stepping onto the mat, and then when I did like the last breath and I kind of like focused and opened my eyes to get ready, all the nervousness went away and I kind of just turned on to competition mode where I just started focusing on it.
What's your mentality like?
Well, I remember talking to myself during my forms, so I was like, how bad do you really want to be on the team?
Mm,
So I kept asking myself that question, and then it kind of just motivated me and pushed me to just put full effort, even though like I'm tired or like something's really difficult to do. Yeah.
yeah. Nice, Nathan. I wanted to ask you, like, how do you feel like competing with adults? Like Brian Wong and Sengao was even out there. Like these people are like
Yeah.
very
It
established.
was so scary.
Yeah.
It was so scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
like when you're warming up on the carpet and you see all of these people that are like 2, 3 years older than you, like with Senga and Brian, they're like, I think,
Maybe more,
yeah,
right?
like
13 or something. Great
10
more.
plus years, yeah, 10 plus years older than you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually super scary. Yeah, because you see them doing Wushu so well, and then they have way more experience than you. So you get a little bit intimidated by them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was able to kind of focus and just think about myself and just zone them out and then just yeah. So
Awesome.
it was still pretty intimidating, very scary to go against them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look up to all of them, and
That's competition though, right? Anything could happen. Like
yeah,
you
anything
gotta
can happen.
try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of people like won't compete because they like don't feel like they're good enough or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, when you compete, like especially for team trials, you just gotta put yourself out there.
Mhm.
Just throw it. Yeah, maybe not like 90 wise, but like just try your best and practice a lot and just do whatever you can. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
just like you can't see something like oh he's doing something like this or doing something good. I have to try and do something better. You just have to just present whatever you practice.
Nathan, I know you're a competitive athlete and I don't want you to give away trade secrets. So if you want to
Mhm.
just decline, just say, no, Roger, I don't want to talk about that. But
Okay.
I think people look at your wushu and they're like, man, Nathan's super fast on his broadsword flowers. Like it's so intense.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to give a tip for people out there for increasing their speed on their weapons? Or like, no, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna keep that close.
So for me, like I don't know how my flowers got to like that point. Like I know training, like if I look back at videos like a year ago, I look at my form for broadsword and it's super slow.
Mm.
And I think the best way to just get it faster is just to practice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
So you just got to try and push yourself to just be faster, kind of like take input from your coaches too. So it's not always like you trying to learn by yourself. Your coaches are there to help you. So whatever tips they give you, try to just take it in and then just work on your flowers. Just
I know you're just like starting your wushu career and all that, but what keeps you going?
oh, that's a good question. A lot of things are keeping me going. I think like just for me myself. I like doing wushu, so to think of me being like a world champion or world athlete, I think just having that title is kind of motivating me. Yeah, so and also like my parents, they've been motivating me and all the wushu parents and family members. Yeah, they've all been pushing me to become better and just kind of live up to my potential.
Yeah, I want to talk about your wushu school. So yeah,
Uh,
announce to the world where do you train? Where's your wushu school at? What's the name?
I train at Las Vegas Modern Kung Fu with Master JJ and Coach Sula. Yeah.
I got the Las Vegas background for Nathan right here to celebrate. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
Do you guys live do you train close to here or live near the strip?
So our training school is in Chinatown, and Chinatown is like right at the foot of the strip. So it like you have the view of the strip from Chinatown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually on the way to the Wuxi school, I have to drive through the freeway that goes through the strip.
Mm,
Yeah, so
nice.
almost every day I get to see the strip. Yeah.
Awesome. So you drive yourself now or your parents drive
Yeah,
you?
I drive myself now. Yeah.
Wow, awesome.
So I got my driver's license like I think 8 months ago.
Okay.
So I'm able to just take the car, drive it myself to Wushu, and then stay a little longer if I need to, and just drive
Yeah.
back whenever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everything okay driving? Not scary? All good?
Yeah, it's Vegas is pretty open. Yeah,
Yeah.
so like the driving is not too bad. It's not like in Indonesia where like it's pretty scary to drive because everyone is literally this close to your car. Like the mopeds are so close, they cut in front of you.
hmm
Yeah, and in Vegas, the streets are pretty nice. The roads are open, so you have room to breathe if there's like traffic. So yeah, it's not too stressful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me more about your school. Like, you seem like a very close Wushu family, very supportive. Can you talk
Yeah,
about that more?
yeah. I consider, or a lot of people in my wushu school, we consider the wushu as our second family.
Mm.
So, like all of us, we have a closer bond to each other more than people like at our school. So we hang out more. I feel like we hang out more with the wushu people
hmm
than like people at school. And whenever we do hang out, I feel like it's more fun than like people from school. We bond more, and it just feels like brothers and sisters. Yeah,
Yeah. It's awesome.
yeah. And then the wushu parents, they all feel like actual aunties and uncles. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
You actually call them that? Aunties and uncles?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So like Kozula, sometimes I'll call her Auntie Zula. Yeah. So
Nice.
it's a pretty close family.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, seems like you all have a lot of Asian cultures in your Wushu school.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Nathan,
We have a lot of.
what's your family's background?
I'm Vietnamese.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then Emily's Chinese, right? With
yeah.
for
Emily's
JJ.
Chinese.
Yeah.
So we have like different varieties. So there's like Filipino,
hmm
Vietnamese, Chinese, Mongolian, and Indonesian as well. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anytime we have like a party for potluck, it's always a blast. Like
Good
you
food.
get foods from all over the places, and
Yeah.
everything tastes so good.
Can you talk more about how you all bond? Is it like, oh, we're holding
Yeah.
Mabu for a while, or is
Um,
more than that? Yeah. Yeah. Talk about it.
so like right before competition, we always like to hang out. So like before competition, I didn't go to hang out with them because I was sick. So like a week before competition, I wasn't feeling too well.
hmm
But we all decided to just like skip an hour of training and just kind of go somewhere to eat. So I think they went to Korean barbecue.
Hmm.
So all you can eat Korean barbecue. Lucky them, they got to eat. I did it. But yeah, they go there, they hang out, and then afterwards I think they go shopping. So it's like
Mm.
a normal occurrence. So normally on the weekends too, when we go train, we have like a specified break time. Some of us get to go out, walk around, eat, and yeah, we create memories that way. So
Wow.
like we have a lot of photos and videos of all of us just going out to eat, drink boba, and just like hanging out in various places around Vegas.
Got it. Nathan, can you talk about your coaches a bit? Like what is that like? How's their coaching style?
Yeah. So we have like different coaches. So we have like Michael as some of our coach, Coach Jay, and our main coach is Master JJ. So
Mm.
yeah, I love Master JD. He's been teaching me wushu since the first day I started, and I think his style of coaching and his mentality is to build champions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he really shows us like he's the type of coach that knows when to play around and when to be serious and kind of like actually train to be better. So whenever we're training, sometimes we'll have like fun days where he'll just let us just do whatever and just kind of just freestyle and just play around with stuff. And
Mhm.
then some days he'll be stricter and just tell us what to do and make sure to keep us on track for competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Coach Zula also helps with us too.
Hmm.
She gives us a lot of tips and like B score, like
Hmm.
the overall of your form. She'll be there helping Master JJ and giving him and us tips on how to make our forms look better as well.
Can you give an
Yeah.
example, like your eyes or something, or she just has artistic stuff?
So sometimes like for me, sometimes when I'm making my form and making the outline of my form,
Yeah.
I'll show Master JJ and sometimes he'll be like he doesn't know if I like it or not. So he'll go to Kozula and then she'll basically just give the thumbs up or thumbs down on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think my third section I used to like for junior team trials. After junior team trials in Brazil, she told me that it was kind of slow. So yeah, that's why we started
Nice.
changing it to making it a little bit faster.
Okay. I think a lot of people want to understand how to make routines, especially as good as yours.
Hmm.
Are
Yeah.
you like you have a piece of paper and you're writing down the combos and timing it, or what's that like?
I feel like I just watch a lot of Wushu videos. So
Mhm.
like Wu Jiahua, Edgar, Senpai. Yeah, I just watch a lot of them, and then sometimes like I'll think of combos that are really good, and then I watch the YouTube video, and I'm like, oh, it looks familiar because it's one of the world athletes combos or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you just have to experiment. Just like don't even think about it. Just do it sometimes,
Yeah.
and then sometimes you just come up with a really interesting combo and you just start doing it.
Yeah. Do you coach or teach kids at your school?
Yeah, sometimes. So I teach like the intermediate kids. So for our school we kind of have the tier list where we have the beginners class, which is called Little Tigers.
Mhm.
And then we have the B team, which is considered the intermediate. And then there's also the A team, which is the advanced, which is us.
Okay.
But yeah, I teach the intermediate kids. Yeah.
Nice. Are they doing elementary forms of there or just basics?
Uh, this is kind of like freestyle.
Okay.
Yeah, freestyle, basics. It's a lot of fun teaching them.
Awesome. I bet they
Yeah.
all look up to you or they don't really know like your success. What is that like?
Uh, I think some of them do look up to me, but I feel like they sometimes they don't know like some of us are in the US team,
Yeah.
but it's okay. As long as we're pushing them to be better and they have the motive to push themselves to be better, I think that's what matters. Yeah.
Okay, Nathan. Yeah.
And as long as they know that like our coach is the like one of the best wushu athletes in the world, like
Yeah.
I think all of them know that he was the world champion a few times. So
Mhm.
so I think they know that he's like yeah, the best.
Cool. Do you get injured at all or you're pretty healthy?
sometimes I do get injured. So it's not like all the time, but sometimes I do. So I know sometimes I pulled like my muscle, especially my thighs, like underneath my thighs, my hamstring.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't do enough stretching, so I pull my muscle there. But we do like recovery days. So or I do recovery days. So whenever I know that I'm injured, I'll ask to take off from Wushu to kind of just rest at home,
Yeah.
relax, massage my muscles a little bit. Yeah, but very rarely do I get injured.
Okay. Pretty strong,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Do you do weight
yeah,
training and all that or not really?
not really in
Yeah.
Vegas. We don't really do weight training. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes we'll take weights to like I guess do like some squats, but that's to just to make yourself more healthy
Mhm.
and I guess just make your legs a little bit stronger. Yeah.
Yeah. World Wushu Championships. You got a spot. What are you
Yeah.
thinking? How are you feeling?
Ooh, World Championship is so scary. Yeah, I never would have imagined that I'd be able to like actually compete with all these people. Like I thought that my wushu career was only gonna be like Pan Ams or yeah,
Mm.
just literally just Pan Ams. That's it. But now that I realize that I'm gonna be going against like Wu Jiahua and Edgar, it's actually so scary. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know I've always seen them like in videos, and then now I'm gonna be able to compete with them and actually see them in real life, and it's a little scary.
But the thing about you is like your wushu's like really fast, explosive. It's really awesome. Like some
Yeah,
people just kind of
but,
take it easy. It's like but yours like you attack
uh-huh.
it. Feels like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So hopefully, hopefully, I'll do good in the competition, but I'm gonna have the mindset of just do my best and
Mhm.
just see how it turns out.
Do you ever think about that? Like we're in the USA. We have to go to school. Eventually gonna have jobs and stuff. Like can't train 8 hours a day like them, or that's like all they do.
Yeah,
You ever think about
yeah.
that? Or
So
like,
yeah, I always think about that. Yeah, because like with Wushu, sometimes I don't have enough time to even do like normal stuff like hang out with friends or
mhm.
just go out and like work or help my dad do stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
so sometimes in Wushu, that's like just the thing that you have to give up. So being an athlete, you won't have time to do normal things. Yeah. So
Mhm.
like I know it's for junior year for me. I think I've only hung out with my friends like a total of 3 or 4 times.
Mhm.
And then the rest of the times I've hung out was with Wushu people like after Wushu. So yeah, that's this is one of the things that you just have to give up in order to become a better athlete. Yeah, but it's not a big thing to pay, you know.
Mhm.
Like I'm willing to just give up some of my time now, so I'm able to do better in the competitions.
Yeah. That's what all the greats do. Like Devin Booker and all those basketball players are like, I got to
Oh
give up
yeah,
that stuff to practice and get where I need to be.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Because I think about Brian from the USA too. Like he's competing with Asia. Like he's winning gold medals at World Games and stuff. So I think USA athletes
yeah.
could do it.
It's so crazy. Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
we have the potential, especially now. Like I think the team is starting to get even more together. So I feel like um, we're able to bond even more and kind of choreograph ourselves to see our strengths and weaknesses and really focus on the strengths that we have. Yeah, I think that our team is like the USA WKF team is evolving into something bigger and better.
Nathan, you feel like we should have, I don't know what it's like. Does all the 18 members going to practice together now, or you're all off for your own and you'll see each other at Texas?
Um, so it's kind of like uncertain for now.
Yeah.
So as of right now, we're just gonna just train and then just contact each other and just like keep in touch with each other to kind of see like, oh, so how are you practicing this? How are you doing?
Mhm.
What forms are you competing in? And yeah, but yeah, so far right now is kind of like on your own and then just keep in contact. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the USA needs that? Like, you make the team A, B, or C team, and hey, we're all gonna practice with each other for a week, and just this whole development system, or you feel like it's better just be on your own Wushu school?
So I feel like both of them is a good mixture. So
Mhm.
I feel sometimes you need to just train alone. Sometimes when you're with friends, you kind of procrastinate and you kind of just start playing around instead of actually training.
Yeah,
But you do need to, because you're a team, so you need to also meet up with them to kind of check in on them and improve off of each other. Yeah, so I feel like I feel like we should be able to, or we should meet up to kind of train with each other to learn.
because I see other countries, and sometimes they have this big like Wushu palace place, like this national
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
Wushu facility,
yeah,
like they
yeah,
all go. Like that seems like
yeah.
it'd be awesome for the USA if we
Oh
had something
yeah.
like that.
Like in Asian countries, I think it's easier for them to kind of centralize where they train because like in Singapore, I think um I found out that they had like just one training center
Mm,
where all the Singapore team just goes there to train. So because Singapore is like it's not too big. So
yeah,
you could literally live like on the edge of Singapore and it'll take you like 30 minutes just to go to the national training facility. So yeah, so places like America is kind of big.
yeah,
So I don't know how you would centralize it really well. So maybe like you would have to put like a few of them everywhere. Yeah, it's
yeah,
kind of difficult to coordinate.
for sure. All right, Nathan, I think that's all the questions. Is there anything else you want to
Okay.
say to people out there, or any advice? Any for people that
I
aspire to
just wanted
be?
to point out. I just wanted to point out. You did an interview with Brian like I think a few months ago.
Mhm.
And then I recently just watched it again, and it was talking about like you were asking him about like new world athletes and what they should do for the competition. And then I remember you saying like, or Brian saying, especially when you're a no name and you're new, you
Mm.
have to give like 120% power and effort, whereas like people that don't really have, or people that have like a name and like Wojawa or Brian, they only have to do like 95% power and 90%,
Yeah,
and they still get a high score. Yeah, so in the competition, I have to give more than 120%.
awesome. So you listened
Yeah,
to that and you like did it. Like,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
It's awesome, Nathan. We're so proud of you, and best of luck. Thanks for representing the US. That's so
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Yeah. So everyone, the World Wushu Championships is happening in Texas in November, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. So we'll see you all there, and we'll see Nathan there. We'll be cheering you on. Good luck. Hopefully, not so nervous, and time to show off your stuff, man. Yep. All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna need all the support you guys can get.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you later. See ya.